Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back for part 2 of becoming a Facebook engagement rockstar. And the key here is not for you to be a Facebook engagement rockstar, it's to have a virtual assistant who can make you look like a Facebook engagement rockstar. So I talked about this yesterday, I will finish up today. Just to kind of a recap, the first thing you want to do is validate a connection. Somebody comments, likes, or shares on something you post, and you validate that. And then you kind of get to know them. You probe a little bit. You understand them. You offer solutions to their problems. And then you start actually trying to figure out what they should do in your group. What will their role be? What can they bring to the table? And vice versa, what can you offer them? And as you have that, you're starting to move towards engagement. You're doing direct engagement with that prospect or with that client to move them to the next level. And that's when you bring them into your world. So this is where we're going to pick up today's video. So again, giving you tips on how to do engagement on Facebook like a rock star. So here's part 2. And then finally, when you've done this, where you've validated that you thanked them, you validated them, you've greeted them, you welcomed them, you've brought them into your orbit, you've engaged with them, you've created a connection, then you move them. This is when you invite them personally to join your group. You don't invite them in the first question or the first interaction, the first time you engage with them. You don't always invite them right away. Sometimes you have to work into it, right? You want to build a connection and collaborate to really get people that are not going to just like your page, but are going to be part of your group. And that's a big difference. Most people just connect with somebody and invite them. And they hit like and they like your Facebook page or they join your group and they never do anything ever again. You want to build up that experience of engagement. And once you do that and you bring them into your group, then they're going to be a big part of that group. They're going to drive conversations. They're going to post their own stuff. They're going to share it. They're going to invite their own people. That's what you want to do. And so you don't really officially invite them to your Facebook group until you've engaged with them. And you have to stay on top of that. You have to constantly be sending them personal messages. At least once a week, a couple times a week, you want to say, hey, how's it going? What's going on? You want to keep them engaged because then they will turn around and engage back. And a lot of times this will lead to more business for you through your Facebook engagement. So everything I just said, it's a lot of work. It takes up a lot of time. Basically, Facebook engagement can be or should be a full-time job 24/7. But we can't do that, right? And we can't just rely on autoresponders or chat bots to do it because that's not very personal. And we can't hire someone to work 24/7. Most of us can't do that. You hire a VA to work the hours around your post. This is how you do it, right? This is how you start thinking of engaging in more posts. So post things that are going to resonate with the people you've invited. Sometimes do personal shoutouts or say, hey, I was thinking of you, or this made me think of you, or I thought this would be something you want to read. Do that kind of stuff as you put it in your group and tag them. Do things to get them to reply and engage and share. You do this for your top influencers, so the people that earn a badge on your page, and it's going to pay dividends right away. So when you're building engagement on Facebook, it's a process. It's not just sending them a link to join a group. It's something you have to actually put time into. And again, not necessarily your time, but a VA's time. So you get a virtual assistant, you kind of give them an idea of who your audience is and how you're doing it. You spend a week or two kind of onboarding them, getting used to the way you engage. You build a script for them. You give them if you get this kind of response, do this kind of decision tree. You put all that there for a couple weeks, and then the VA go ahead and take it over for you. And before you know it, you're going to have a lot of engagement without you having to do it. You're going to get the benefits of going to your event 2 weeks in the future and having everyone just show up and be ready to go. And your VA is going to be there with you at that event, monitoring the chat room, welcoming VIPs, giving you heads up on when people are there, sending you little messages to say, talk about this, or this person has this problem, don't forget about this. You have them kind of manage the process, and you can focus on delivering good quality stuff at your event. And then you get a tribe of people that are really excited to be with you. That all happens when you have a virtual assistant. So, I dropped a video a few weeks back about hacks for a killer Facebook business page. So do that, right? Get a Facebook business page. Have it be basically you. So you can use the benefits of a business page, but also sell your brand yourself, have a VA learn how to speak like you, to learn your voice and engage in the way you would engage them, and then basically have them run that Facebook business page to drive traffic to the Facebook group. And the Facebook group is where you build even more engagement. And then you share across other groups, but especially your Facebook group. And your Facebook group is where you put your events, so people have to be invited to, and it makes it a more special, more VIP experience. There's a lot here. And basically, I could go on for an hour talking about how to really get the most out of your Facebook. But the idea behind this video is that if you're going to do Facebook engagement, especially you want to have a virtual assistant help you to give you ability to be more consistent in how you do it, to have a more clear message, and to build a sense of certainty that at a regular basis, every time at a certain time of the day, every week, you're going to have somebody there being you as your Facebook business page, trying to interact with your audience. If you do that, you're going to be massively successful with Facebook. So that's my talk for today. It's not too much. It's really just think about this strategy. Think about the steps I outlined and how you can use that in your Facebook. So if you want to get a virtual assistant to help you to build out your Facebook engagement plan and to put it into practice, go ahead and drop a comment below or send us an email through sonicva.com. Go to sonicva.com and send us a message. Either way, just let us know what we can do to help you get started. Let's take your Facebook business and grow the engagement to a massive scale by allowing you to basically duplicate yourself, so somebody else is doing the work that you wish you could do, but you just don't have time to do consistently by yourself. So that's really what I have for today. So thank you again for your time. Think about how you want to use Facebook VAs to be able to get the engagement you want. So that's it. So go out there and have a wonderful day.